Hi, I'm Marty Nimko. Catastrophizing gets a bad rap. True, if we focus on the worst case scenario, we're more anxious, often without being able to do anything about it. But catastrophizing can also enable us to prepare for that worst case, or reduce that fear by rehearsing it, as young kids do when they're playing with a toy fire truck. We catastrophize not just about personal matters, but societal ones. For example, after Donald Trump was elected, many people catastrophized that it would lead to America's downfall. I actually had friends who planned to move to Canada. Today, some people are catastrophizing Biden's redistributive leftward agenda, fearing it'll turn America into a third world nation. That's unlikely. How can we derive catastrophization's benefit while limiting its liability? Consider using what I call the mitigate then compartmentalize tactic. Let me explain. So with mitigate. Catastrophizers tend to focus on that worst case outcome rather than mitigating the chance of it occurring. Instead, first allow yourself unrestrained to play out that worst case scenario. What would it look like? How would it affect you? How would you cope? Now, decide what, if anything, you can do to reduce the risk of that worst case occurring, or how you could reduce its effects. For example, let's say you're worried that your boss will fire you, or that a close friend or relative will never talk to you again. Should you give it time, or reach out to the person? What could you say to the person that allows you both to retain your integrity while increasing the chances of improvement? Another example. Let's say you have a bad headache. You catastrophize it might be brain cancer. Instead of focusing on that worst case, decide what to do to mitigate it. Wait a day to see if it goes away or at least lessens, especially if previous bad headaches have resolved by themselves. Try a self-help tactic such as a heating pad or, conversely, a bag of frozen vegetables on your forehead. Should you try an over-the-counter pain reliever, or should you contact a healthcare provider? One more example. Let's say you're worried that some political leader or policy will be devastating. Should you donate time or money to the opposition? So that's how you might use the mitigate part of mitigate, then compartmentalize. Now let's turn to compartmentalize. After you've given full voice to that worst case scenario, including what you want to do to prevent or respond to it, each time that worst case scenario pops into your brain, say stop and remind yourself that you've figured out how to deal with it as best you can, and that additional rumination will only torture you without benefit. Then distract yourself to something pleasurable or productive. Look, life can be hard enough without catastrophization. Perhaps the mitigate then compartmentalize tactic can keep your worst case fears in bounds, allowing, thereby, catastrophization's benefits while reducing its liabilities. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And in any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.